Hey, Murray back with another video. This is probably going to be my last video on this channel. I have created a new channel and I will go ahead and link that channel in the description box. I wanted to kind of address this issue about these videos, about me mentioning names of my perps. And I think that it's important for me to keep this channel open. However, I'm thinking about, I'm keeping it up for 3 more months. I will only be extracting the videos that I think are educational, ones about workplace mobbing, the ones that are basically telling my story. I have already saved them on my computer, but I am willing to take them down. I just don't want any more problems with you people. Like, I don't want to hear anything about you. Don't sit here and try to force me to be with somebody. I don't want to deal with it, okay? My standards, my ideas, my goals in life are completely different. I don't believe in that sort of lifestyle. And I don't want to be around it. I'm disturbed by it. I mean, like, there's times where I literally have problems sleeping at night because I think you guys are just disgustingly filthy and you disturb me. So I don't want anything to do with you. But anyway, I do think that the ones that are educational, like the ones that cover workplace mobbing, community harassing, I think those are important. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep those on my computer because they're educational. The reason why I made these videos is because I did keep silent about what happened over at the farmer's place. And what happened at the farmer's place was just full-on harassment, which led to the community harassment and everything else. And then I realized that there was other rumors that were being spread about me. And had I never spoken up, I probably would have been buried, you know what I mean, in trying to deal with something that was literally causing me more problems. I think you guys are all evil, wicked, and I don't see any redeeming quality in you whatsoever. However, it's important that I go on with my life. You've made it very difficult for me in my future. I'm 52 years old, and you guys try to force me into something that literally disgusts me. Whatever happens in my life, I am obviously not interested in being married to Bruce or Joel. But I'm not saying, the idea of marriage doesn't even cross my mind. The only thing that I care about right now is making sure that I have a roof over my head and being able to pay my bills. That's it. You know what I mean? And I would never want to put myself in a situation where I'm reliant on somebody, because that is exactly the recipe of abuse. And I think these people want me to stay in a cycle of abuse, okay? Karen Johnson, Steve Murray, whatever. I don't want to deal with that. You know what I mean? I deserve to know other people. I deserve to live a life that, is free of... I understand, people have their sexual preferences and stuff like that, but I don't think that sort of grabby type behavior is something that I can't accept. And then dealing with the whole drama, it literally traumatized the fuck out of me. So I'm moving on from this channel. This is the last video that I will be posting on this channel. Like I said, I did create a new channel, and I've been pretty much messing with it all day long, just kind of repeating lines or whatever. And I prefer just kind of winging it myself. I really don't like sticking with scripts. I find that the way it is, but there's sometimes you want to make certain points in videos and whatnot. But anyway, I did make an introductory video today. I think I did a follow-up as well on my new channel. I'm going to ask Karen Johnson, please do not block my channel. Do not mess with my social media. I have a right to have a life outside of this bubble that I fucking hate. Like, I just wish all of you guys would just go away. And, it's like, you can't possibly expect me to want to be friends with you. You know what I mean? After what you've done. I was trying to live my life in peace, and I'm thinking about the years you've taken out of my life, and I just, for you guys to even think that I would even want to be friends with you, you're absolutely out of your mind. You know what I mean? But I do think that you need to come to an agreement with me and leave me the hell alone. You've caused me entirely too many problems. So the link for the new people, I'm talking about the targeted individuals who followed me on this channel, please, subscribe to my new channel, as this is where I'm going to be putting all my content, which I will be talking about the same things that I was going to be talking about on my other channel, doing blogs and talking about history, arts, certain crafts that I'm doing in my home. Yes, I will be doing wig reviews on my channel. I would like to try some of these wigs on. Just stuff just a mishmash of everything, but of course it's going to be a lot of it mystical. And mainly the purpose of my channel is to talk to people who feel kind of lost in life, people who feel as though they don't have the strength to stand up for themselves. I do pretty much stand up for the underdog. I'm all about people who've been abused. I'm all about people who have dealt with the injustices of life, and people who just basically need someone to talk to. So this is what I'm doing. I'm kind of moving away from the targeted individual conversations, although I do expect a lot of people to gravitate, because the targeted individual phenomenon is going on a lot. I mean, I've seen comments in other people's videos about them being targeted individuals, even when they're not even talking about the issue of targeted individuals. So it is a very common thing, okay? So a lot of people's lives are being like completely thrown and up in the air and completely destroyed. Of course, targeted individuals are welcome on my channel, but mainly this is for people who look at themselves as, a very spiritual people who want to live their life in a very spiritual way, people who care about setting standards for themselves, and people who don't want to deal with, this ugly type behavior that goes on in the world. People who are trying to gravitate towards a higher level of spiritual attainment. So this is what I'm mostly gravitating to and talking about. So, if you would like to subscribe to my channel, please do. Like I said, I'm just starting out today, and I'm starting from zero. I was going to do a video about starting from zero, because I feel as though I'm kind of like a newborn child to the world at this point. Like, I literally don't know anyone. I have no compass. I have nothing. I basically am walking around in a world that literally tried to destroy me because of these people. And then, trying to navigate my way through and find different people, because I need to find my soul tribe. And I don't believe any of you guys are. And I know that you guys would probably come around me and try to talk about, we're sorry, blah, 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 blah. I really don't want to hear it. Stay the fuck away from me, And all of that stuff that I said in my video is true. I'm just like literally disturbed as hell as what you guys are, So, no. And I know that Karen Johnson has her little connections with YouTube and all these other places. Please do not mess with my social media. Okay, you guys have put me in a situation where it's very difficult for me to find a job because of your foolishness. You know what I mean? And so I need to figure out other things for myself to do. And, I'm going to take advantage of every avenue I possibly can in order to keep myself afloat. And really getting married to one of these clowns is just not in the picture. I would not want to be their wife. I would cause problems with these people every single day of my life. I would give them hell for the rest of their life. I fucking hate them. Okay? That's not a joke, and it's not an exaggeration. So, go ahead and, connect to my channel and like and subscribe, and I will be putting out content, just as I go along. Like if I'm in the car, I might be doing videos or whatever comes to my mind. Of course, I have other videos that I've orchestrated and written out that I want to do and talk about, and I really would just like to, express myself as much as I possibly can, because this is really what my life is about now. My life has completely taken a different shift, because of all of these issues. And, I'm just kind of grateful for the time that I do have left. And I don't want to have my time spent with you people. What I'm talking about are my perps. That would be Karen Johnson, Steve Murray, blah, 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 blah. Joel Graham, Bruce Collins, Therese Conchar, all these people. It's just not in me. Okay, but the purpose of me making the videos in the first place was because I know that by when I signed that confidentiality contract, I was under the impression that people were going to uphold it. Like I was just going to go on with my life, and I didn't cause the issue in the first place. I was going to go on with my life, okay? And no one was supposed to know about the harassment issue that occurred over at the Farmer's Place. I was supposed to go on with my life, but no one let me do that. So I had to, after like 2 years of me being out of work, or at least skipping and jumping to different jobs with the same harassment showing up, like in 2015, into the month of September, I came out and decided to make some videos about this issue. So all the way from that point to all the way to where we are now, 2023. So I've been doing this for about 7 or 8 years, okay? And you guys still wanted to continue your game. You know what I mean? I'm not interested in that. This is the ultimate form of harassment, from people that I don't even like. And I've lost complete and total respect for. So, also, this, whatever. Karen is just, I cannot. I'm just like so blown away by what you've done and what you've caused. So anyway, I don't want to go on to this, but it's really important that I start and stick to subjects that don't have anything to do with gang stalking. Now, I will say, like for example, today's video, it is based loosely off of my experience, okay? But I'm not talking about names. I'm not talking about gang stalking. I'm not talking about any of that sort of stuff. But I do think it's important that people do set their boundaries and that people do keep their sights set on what it is that they wish to accomplish in life. And they need to be warned about people like you. They need to be warned about these sort of things, and they need to be able to support, create social structures and systems, and develop better friendships, and set standards from the get-go. You know what I mean? I've never actually had a conversation for example, with the girl that I used to know in high school and say, hey, these are my standards. We don't talk about crap about each other behind her back. We don't compete with each other behind her back. We don't do these sort of things. You know what I mean? And that's not in any way me excusing this person for betraying me, because I honestly think that people have an innate way of knowing that these things are wrong. They know good and well it's wrong, but they do it anyway. But I think if you talk about these and set these standards from the get-go, like if I was to meet somebody and we were spending some time together, I would say, hey, you know what? This is not acceptable to me. You don't tell me who to marry. You don't force those sort of issues on me. You don't try to bully me. You don't try to kill me. You know what I mean? If you got something to say or you got some sort of helpful advice, well, then you need to let me know, and you don't make it a community issue. Okay? I don't want to be around people who throw me to the dogs and leave me for dead. And I think everybody should know this lesson because it's a very good one. So my story is pretty much everybody's story. It's a story that's completely relatable. The only difference is that I've had these problems, and it's something that lasted for a very long period of time. Pretty much my entire life. So I think I'm more than experienced to give people, advice and be there to soothe them if they have these sort of issues and they're going through them, because nobody knows about workplace mobbing more than me. Nobody knows more about community harassment more than me, because I've dealt with it all my life. But what it's made me understand, the kind of people I don't want in my life. So now that I'm establishing boundaries, I'm encouraging other people to set those boundaries for themselves. I'm encouraging other people to care about their life. I'm encouraging other people to think about themselves first and choose who they love and be very selective with that. You know what I mean? It is a very precious gift when somebody cares enough about you to protect you from this world. So if I had a friend and somebody was talking crap about, I'm not going to contribute to that. I would stand up for my friend. I would say, you know what? I'm her friend, and I don't really appreciate you talking about her that way. That's what I would do as a friend. That's what a friend should do. Okay? You don't sit here and contribute to their burdens in life. Life is very burdensome, and you should not sit here and add any more load to what a person already has to carry. That's a very good lesson to learn. So for people who want to continue to listen to my videos and have better content other than gang stalking, human trafficking, domestic, whatever, Karen, stay the fuck off my channel. Leave me alone. I have to sit here and make a living and move on somehow. Get the fuck out of my life. Go ahead and click into the link into the description box and get that subscription going. So in the meantime, I'm going to be cleaning up the rest of my house and getting on with the rest of my day. And I hope all you targeting individuals have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.